Hey BC, it is War God 63 here, Kevin. I already did my top 25 releases on vinyl in a video just a bit ago, and now I'm going to do one on CDs. Some of these are not on vinyl, so you only have the CD, so no particular order. Some of these will be in my top 21 of 2021. When I do that, probably later this week. Just got to formulate the list. A lot of good stuff that came out in 2021. So anyway, let's get started. This one here is a pirate metal band, of course. At one time these guys quit and they weren't going to come back, and I'm glad they did. But talk about Blazing Stone and the album Damnation. There is going to be a vinyl release of this. If you didn't pre-order it already, you're probably out of luck. The last day to pre-order was, I believe, yesterday. So the vinyl is coming out of this, but this is a good album, very good album from Blazing Stone. They don't stray too far from the sound, but if you like Running Wild, you're going to like Blazing Stone. So good stuff here. Up next, this is a band that came out on the Pure Steel Records label. And this is US metal. The band is called Attica. And the album Metal Lands. Old school heavy metal. Good stuff. 10 tracks. But fantastic stuff here from the band Attica. Go check them out. You will not be disappointed. Up next, I got this earlier in the year. I seen a friend of mine that I've known, God, since the early 2000s, met him through the old web TV days on some groups we used to be on. Of course, he had a band called Skullview. And of course, if you know Skullview, you know the guitarist, Dino Taverner. Anyway, he posted this, and I liked what I heard. This is very Uriah Heepish sounding album. The band is called Blind Golem, and A Dream of Fantasy. Definitely has Uriah Heep written all over this, but they do it in their own way. Of course, this features Ken Hensley on one track. Of course, we lost Ken Hensley earlier this year, but they are coming out with a new album here in 2022, so I'm looking forward to it. Just a great album. I got this from overseas. I'm trying to think of, let's see here. Marrakesh Records is the one who put this out, but if you like Uriah Heep, you probably like Blind Golem. Definitely have that same sound, so check them out. A band from South America, definitely new wave of traditional heavy metal. This band is called Steel Sword. The Steel Sword is the name of the album. But great stuff. They're out of Peru. So check them out. If you ever come across it, pick it up. Again, new wave of traditional heavy metal sound. Good stuff here from Steel Sword. This is on Frontier's label. I didn't see much hype about this on YouTube, even though it was there. I didn't see much hype about VC members having this, but I thought this was a fantastic album. Icon of Sin. And the self-titled album on Frontiers. Trying to think of, anyway, It definitely has an Iron Maiden feel about it, but it's still a great release. Old school metal sounding album, but fantastic stuff from Icon of Sin. So check it out. This was a late purchase for me. I got it in the last couple weeks, but I've been spinning the hell out of this. This is on the Storm Spell label, and this band is out of Texas. They do new wave of traditional heavy metal, and the band is called Highways. So up north in Canada you got freeways, down in Texas you got highways. So this is Texas is coming for you. Great stuff, traditional heavy metal, fantastic album. This will be in my top 21. Got 8 tracks, but good stuff. Go over to the Storm Spell, pick it up. I think it's $10, so well worth the price. This was a later purchase for me as well. This is on the Underground Power label. Picked it up probably end of November, early December. But this band is called Mortal Soil. A little more darker, new wave of traditional heavy metal. But like I say, it's on the Underground Power label. I would assume this probably will be coming out on vinyl as well. But fantastic stuff. It's a two-member band. But good stuff here. This is a band out of Arizona. The sad thing is there was no US distribution for this album. And this is a great album. The band is called Book of Numbers. And the album Magic. Again, I had to order this from overseas because there's no... I couldn't find it in the US, so what I heard, I loved, I bought it. And yeah, just some great stuff from these guys. Kind of has that Iron Maiden, Judas Priest sound, but vocally it doesn't have either of those influence in the vocals, but the background music is definitely close to that. But good stuff from Book of Numbers. This is a band out of Cleveland, Ohio, also on the Storm Spell label. Again, traditional metal. Maybe has a little more melody in this, but this is Emerald Rage, and the album High King. Again, band is out of Cleveland on the Storm Spell Records label. This is... Again, it is new wave of traditional heavy metal, but it has some great melody in there as well. But good stuff from Emerald Rage. Band out of Canada. This is their 5th release. I do have all of them. I heard this. I went and grabbed their back catalog. 1, 2, 3. The first album is just a standalone album, then 2, 3, 4, and now this one, they kind of fall in sequence. This is Lycanthro and Mark of the Wolf. It's probably hard to see that maybe. But great stuff from Canada. I haven't seen anybody show any of this either. But they're on the Alone Records. I would hope they come out in vinyl someday. But again, new wave of traditional heavy metal. Good stuff. You can see what I basically like a lot of is new wave of traditional heavy metal, thrash. This is a great release too. This is a 3-piece band. They're out of California. This is their debut album. A female singer. The band is called Slizzard. And this is their self-titled album. 3-piece. The Slizzard is Liz Fawcett on vocals, Pat Melrose on guitars, and Todd Resman on drums and percussion. But fantastic stuff. Traditional heavy metal, maybe it has maybe a little bit of thrashiness into it, but not a whole lot. You can see that. Anyway, Slizzard. This I also ordered from overseas because a lot of the stuff you can't. There's no way you can find it in the U.S. We just need more U.S. distribution of these bands over here. This band is on the Ossuary Records label. This band is called Ironbound, and the album is called The Lightbringer. Great stuff here. Of course, you get a little, I got a little sticker with it, but good stuff here. Has some thrash in it, has some traditional metal in it, but fantastic stuff from Ironbound. This is album number 5, I do believe, 5 or 6 from this traditional heavy metal band. The singer in this band is also in Shadow Killer. But these guys just keep pumping out great metal. This is more classic power metal. Ancient Empire, Priest of Stygian, or Stygia. Great release. Fantastic stuff. They do have 3 albums out on vinyl. Last 2 are not. Hopefully, I do believe this is going to be coming out on vinyl. So, great stuff from Ancient Empire. Good stuff here. Pick it up. This I had to order overseas from the UK because, again, can't find it in the US. The vinyl is coming out, I think, in March. But, you know, you could pre-order it. I didn't pre-order it, but hopefully I'll still be able to get it. UK band Toledo Steel. And Heading for the Fire. What is this? Their 3rd release, I think. But good stuff here. I think their last one was just a little bit better, but this is still a very solid release. Definitely traditional heavy metal, new wave of traditional heavy metal sounding. Probably a little more melodic, but good stuff from Toledo Steel. This is a great release. This band, I believe these guys are out of Italy. They have a couple releases out. Again, this is a YouTube, new wave of traditional YouTube find. The band is called Synergard. And the album is called War is the Father of All. Traditional metal again. Fantastic stuff. Again, ordered from overseas. So, good stuff. This is out on Retroactive label. I picked it up through Boone's Overstock. This band is called Triton. And Blood of Kings is the name of the album. A 3-piece band. Larry Dean, Eric Gillette, and Jim Laverde. So, good stuff. Probably has some traditional elements, maybe a little bit of thrash in there, but still a good album. Great stuff. This is a one-man band, and I've seen 2 other people show this. Cloudy Balder and Bev over at Clarkavision. I turned Bev onto this, and then Bev turned Cloudy onto this, and it kind of grew on both of them. I think this is a great release from, it's kind of epic metal in nature. Still has some traditional flair to it, but the band is called Eldvarg and One Man Army. This is autographed down here and there, you can see it I think. But one man album put out on by Xyle Records. Of course you get a sticker, and it was autograph or a little note on the back of that. Good stuff here. But love the cover. So yeah, Eldmark. I heard a couple tracks off of this album on YouTube. I liked what I heard. I like the vocalist all around anyway, even in his years with Accept. He's put out some great solo efforts. He's probably put out more solo stuff than he did with Accept. But I like this release very much. UDO, Game Over. If there is a negative, 16 tracks. I mean, you maybe could have cut it down a little bit, but probably my favorite song of the years off of this, called Holy Invaders. I just like how it starts. Another great track is Heavy Metal Never Dies, Thunder Road, Speed Seeker, Metal Damnation. But I like this. Waiting for the vinyl to come out this year, as there's a delay on this as well. But good stuff from UDO. I wanted to get this one on vinyl. I wasn't able to because of shipping cost and price. But so I settled for the CD, and the band is called Thorium. Hopefully I'll find the vinyl. This is called Empires in the Sun. Great album. 5-piece band. Old school heavy metal. But it's on Freya Records. But good stuff. This is their second release. I haven't yet picked up their first one. I will, but this is a great release. This is also a band I found on YouTube, and I had to order this overseas as well. I do have a couple of their albums already. This band is called Oxblood Forge, and the album Decimator. Again, the wave of traditional heavy metal. It was recorded in 2020. It came out in 2021. But good stuff. And but yeah, if you see it, pick it up. This was a late purchase for me as well. I ordered this directly from the band, as these were very limited in distribution. But this is a mix of thrash, traditional heavy metal, old school metal. Very good album. This is going to be high on my list as well. The band is called Chemikild, and Aftermath. Fantastic album. Pick it up if you see it. This is a 3-piece band. But such a great album. War Within, fantastic. Judgment Day, fantastic. Sleeping in the Grave, fantastic. Just some great stuff from Chemikild. This is more hard rock, maybe a tinge of metal in it. This is fronted by Herman Frank. Of course, we all know Herman Frank came from Accept. He has his own solo stuff. He has another band called Banzer with guys from Destruction and This is a brand new release from Victory. Great album. Pick it up. Great hard rock. Gods of Tomorrow. Fantastic. On AFM Records. Herman Frank shines on this. To me, Herman Frank doesn't get the recognition as a guitar player like a lot of others, and he should. He was just never given the opportunity and except to shine because of Wolf Hoffman being the dominant guy in that band, so he left. And now he showcases his style and his own music in Victory and Banzer. So this is a great release. Like I say, hard rock, bordering on some metal at times, but great release from Victory. A few more here. This was a very much a surprise for me. I knew of their earlier stuff, and their earlier stuff doesn't sound anything like this. This definitely has, this is more new epic power metal, and the band is called Clemorian, and Eulogy for the Gods. Fantastic album. Definitely going to be in my top 21. Hunter of the Damned, fantastic song. Let's see here, what In the Tombs of Auton and Blood of the Dragon, great release from Clemorian. This is also on Storm Spell, so if you see it, pick it up. Good stuff. This one here is high on my list. I only have the CD. I will be getting I pre-ordered the vinyl. It's supposed to be coming, I think, sometime this month. Exodus, Persona Non Grata. There's high praise for this, and then there's medium praise, and then so-so praise. I think it's a great album from these guys. With Steve Zetro on vocals. Gary Holt really shines on this. Fantastic guitar work on here. Some of my favorite tracks are Persona Non Grata, Slipping into Madness, let's see, what is it? Clickbait, great song. Anti-Seed. But I really enjoy this release quite a bit. Just waiting for the vinyl. Two left. This is the third release from this band. Their last one was more of an EP. This is a full length. I do have the last one on vinyl. This was only on CD. So I picked this up. I loved what I heard on their first one. Band is called Tower. They're out of New York City. Again, this is female vocals. This is called Shock to the System. I've seen this go on quite a few lists, getting pretty high. Old school, traditional heavy metal. And yeah, there's some good stuff here. Last one here, and this is a great release. Definitely going to be in my top 5. Not sure where it's going to line up. This band kind of started out more extreme, harsher vocals on their first album, and then they kind of progressed to more of a thrashy sound. And this album here has more traditional elements of heavy metal in it, but still, you can still hear a little bit of the thrashing in their style. This is a band out of India, Cryptos and Force of Danger. I do have the vinyl coming of this. I just don't know when it'll be here, but this is a great album. Fantastic stuff. Raging Steel, great. Great track. Dawnbreakers, great track. Nighthawk, great track. 8 tracks on here. Shadowmancer, great track. Every song on here is great. But this is Cryptos and Force of Danger. I do have their other, I have all their albums except their first one, which is hard to come by. I know Beth has tried to like this band again. It comes down to the vocals for her. They're a little bit too harsh. Who knows, maybe she'll grow to love it if she gives it a chance. I don't know. But give her a chance, Bev. This is good stuff. Thank you. Anyway, guys, that is some of my favorite releases on CD from 2021. The next video I'll do will be my top 21 of 21, and if you got any comments, leave it below, and I'll see you next time. And as I always say, keep it loud, keep it heavy, keep it metal.